Okay, so we're here with the Yammer product team. Jim, Jessica, there's several business owners and decision makers within the corporate structure in America and beyond that don't realize the social capabilities that exist. Can you please take a moment to provide an overview of Yammer from a company standpoint and the capabilities that it offers the business user?
Sure. Yammer is an enterprise social network. So what that is, it's basically a secure social network that allows employees to collaborate with each other, share ideas, ask questions, share links, and get feedback, find expertise. Private to your company, so unlike other social networks like Facebook, where you can friend anybody out there, Yammer is just for people and employees that work within your organization.
Excellent. Now, integration of Yammer with the On24 platform, it provides a huge increase in collaboration and sharing of ideas, of course, via social networks internally. What did you consider to be some of the hurdles initially in making this idea and its integration a reality?
We've actually designed our platform, and Yammer is designed from the ground up with an API in mind, with these integrations in mind. It's a key part of our strategy is to not only to make users use Yammer inside the product itself, but actually push Yammer out into other enterprise applications that people are using every day. So there really actually wasn't that many hurdles. Our API is actually set up exactly for this use case to allow companies like On24 to build these widgets and integrations to pull Yammer messages into their product and allow users while they're in their product to push messages back into Yammer.
Great point. The API does provide additional capabilities, and this is one clear case of that. Now, enterprise video integration for webinars, trade shows, product launches, so on, combined with Yammer's social commenting features and profiles as well, offers a very powerful combo. How do you see this partnership changing the face of business, both for the clients who choose the platform and as well as clients who basically need to catch up? How do you see it impacting business overall?
I mean, what it allows people to do is while they're in a webinar, they can basically have a private back channel. So the same way you think of how Twitter sometimes becomes a sort of public back channel for these webinars, using things like hashtags where attendees can, share their comments with the public at large and other attendees sort of while the event is going on in real time. Yammer provides the ability to do that in a more private way to share basically the same thoughts, ask questions, real time while the event's going on, but just specific to their company or using our external network product, our communities product, share it with partners and basically an extranet, suppliers, partners, those sorts of things.
Okay. Now, with internal or private social networking, microblogging, profile management, there's always an issue of privacy and a concern of, a company integrity being breached. Have you encountered any case studies where the integration of Yammer has been the catalyst to create corporate social networking policies and or governance plans around that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the fact that Yammer exists, we've been around about 3 years now. We're sort of a pioneer in this space. So the fact that we even exist is a strong reason why these social media corporate policies even exist. Yammer is a free product. Any employee can come sign up. The company can later pay for it to sort of claim the network and then customize and control it and then integrate into things like SharePoint and Active Directory. But early on, Yammer in its sort of free state, the employees are sort of going there without the company sort of controlling it. So companies set up these social media policies not only to control Yammer, but also their employees are using Facebook, they're using Twitter, they're on LinkedIn, all kinds of sites where they might be sharing information that might not be appropriate. So it's important that companies get ahead of this and educate employees as to what is appropriate to share on different channels.
Okay. Webinars, of course, are on the rise as business professionals are becoming more comfortable with learning and exchanging remotely through social networks instead of handshakes and 2-hour lunches. What were some of the key features that made the Yammer sales and product teams, thought leadership, believe that On24 was the best direction for this partnership?
Actually, as I said before, our sort of strategy is really want to integrate into whatever people are using out there. On24 is a leader in webinars, so it makes sense for us to work with them to push Yammer content into their product and allow Yammer to act as that back channel while their webinars are going on. It seems like a very complementary fit for our two companies.
Okay. Okay. Question for Jessica. What, or can you provide envision the future of internal corporate social collaboration through Yammer? What do you see the future to be?
Yeah, well, I think that we're definitely heading in a direction where we want to be integrating with more tools out there and really acting as a social layer across, all different enterprise applications. Rather than having each of your applications have its own social network, Yammer can really act as a social network that goes across all of your applications so that your information is not siloed and that, we're providing a way for employees to be talking about the projects that they're working on in various applications, but on one central platform.
Any final thoughts in regards to the partnership with On24 or the future of communications?
Basically, our strategy is, as I said, try to integrate with as many of these companies as possible. That's why we made our API open so that anybody can use it. In fact, this whole thing was sort of started by On24, just looking at our API sort of themselves before we actually, making sure it was technically possible and that we could satisfy the use cases. They could get all of that through our public documentation, before we actually started working with them more formally. They were able to vet Yammer at a technical level, like I said, before we were even talking officially. I think that's pretty powerful that they can do that. So we know these partnerships aren't going to be a waste of time because a lot of technical hurdles have been cleared before we're even talking.
Excellent. That's a good point.